Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the channel. We are going to do a vintage cube draft. Let's fire it up. All the best cards in Magic. Let's hope we open some Power 9. As we get in the cube here. Alright, looks like this queue is going to pop here. And we are met with, my opinion, the best card in the cube. I would first pick Sol Ring over anything. Pack one, pick one. I would take it over Black Lotus, over the Moxen, over anything. I think this card is the best card in the cube, and I'm hyped that we get to first pick it here. Other sweet cards in the pack. Dak Faden is cool. Damn! Is cool if you want to be, removal deck. Ancestral Visions is nice. The decks that play Crucible of Worlds are really sweet, so maybe we could get that back. But yeah, we're taking Sol Ring, and it isn't close. We're gonna follow that up by taking Mana Crypt. Yeah, there's a lot of big payoffs in this pack, like Emrakul Daeon, Storm, Wurmcoil Engine, Mirror Battlesphere. Wasteland is pretty sweet if we wanted to take something with that Crucible. But I'm just going to take powerful Mana Rocks. This isn't as good as the Sol Ring because the drawback is real. But when you have Sol Ring and Mana Crypt, boy, you can just pop off. This is a great way to start a draft right here. I'm going to keep the Artifact Mana theme. There's 3 Signets in this pack. I don't think there's any way possible we could get one back. Now the thing is, what's better, Azorius Signet or Dimir Signet? And I'm not really sure which one is probably better. I think I'm going to take Dimir Signet because, like, black tends to have a little bit better on the removal and discard and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think that's where I'm going to grab. And we'll just start off with, sweet artifact mana. Fast mana is good in Vintage Cube. Maybe we can get one of these busted Urza decks or something like that with all this sweet, sweet fast mana. Oh, baby. And right here, rewarded. Mind Twist. I love Fetch Lands. I love Gaia's Cradle. I love Riftling Cloudscape. Hopefully we can get that back. It's a little underrated. But boy, all this mana right here and Mind Twist, this is exactly where I want to be. I just want to ramp up and twist him dead. Okay. Normally I would slam this Izzet Signet down and be like, hey, let's just jam because, keep the theme up. But you ultimately, you need cards that do things. And Glenelendra Archmage is excellent. These artifact decks want to be blue more than anything, and getting this, 5th pick is pretty excellent. So I'm definitely going to take it. I'm not a huge Tanglewire fan, so this card's okay. It's really good with a bunch of fast mana and slowing the game down. But actually, there's Draga Tree Speaker, there's Damnation, Goblin Rapmaster, Lotus Bloom, Gideon, Reveliarch Scavenging Ooze. We actually could get that with one card left in the pack. I would not be super surprised if that were the case. Huh. I think I'll just take a big guy. This is. I mean, we're looking like a deck that could cast a 10, and this is the best one. It's reasonable castable. It's better if you're cheating it into play. Like Emrakul to Aeon Storm we passed out of the first pack is hard to cast. You have to really be doing something, but you can cast this thing, especially when you have Mana Crypt and Soul Ring. You can definitely cast it. So both of these are fetchable by my Verdant Catacombs. I don't think Uro is where we want to be. Ancient Grudge. This is also fetchable by my Verdant Catacombs and makes this into a red. I think I'm going to take Badlands here. Just to kind of keep our options open on as far as mana goes. So this is the first pack we got back. This is our first pack. Field of Ruins, okay. I think I'm just going to take Toxic Deluge. Who? The man, the myth, the legend, the Kitchen Finks. This is a tough pick. Shark Typhoon is sweet, and so is Myr Battlesphere. I think I just want to be as resilient as I can and just take this Shark Typhoon. That card's pretty excellent. I guess there's a world where you play this Maelstrom Pulse. So we'll grab that. Cradle Wheeling is interesting. Throw that in our sideboard. Guess we'll grab Rex Sage. Could possibly board that in. Damnation is the same. And nobody wants to draft green. This pack is interesting. Well, this is a bad Soul Ring, but, you know, if we're trying to cast big cards, I think that taking Worn Power Stone is where we want to be. So that's what we're going to take here. And I'm liking this deck so far. Basalt Monolith. Ooh, I'm going to grab this Breeding Pool. Now this Verdant Catacombs is a blue-black duel, which is what we're looking to be. So, hopefully we can get Valky or Skydiver or Brainstorm or Basalt Monolith back, or even maybe Batterskull. So, but I definitely think. This pack is interesting. So, I don't think we're an opposition deck. We could be a Gonti deck. Gonti is quite sweet. Can't fault anyone for wanting to take Gitaxian Probe. Control Magic also okay. I don't think we're a Seagate Stormcaller deck or a Lotus Petal deck. Yeah, I got back online, Cran. I'm just going to do some Vintage Cube. I'm going to take Gonti, the Lord of Luxury. Ooh, interesting here. Opposition Agent is sweet because it stops people from fetching and other things. Gilded Lotus if we want to take more artifact ramp. Narset is also solid. Pack Rat's pretty good too, so is Brazen Borrower. Tough choice. Sounds good, Cran. Thanks for the lyric, man. Opposition agent versus Gilded. I'm gonna take the agent, but that could be wrong. Maybe I'm supposed to take Gilded Lotus there. I don't think we're gonna be High Tide. I don't think we're a him deck either, despite having Mind Twist. Daze, maybe. I like having really good mana, so let's take Darkslick Shores. Which member? Dismember. Our removal's okay. I'm going to grab another Signet just for some redundancy here. And then because we have the Breeding Pool and the Maelstrom Pulse, I'll grab the green-black. Ooh, Golos. This is a card that is sweet because it's just artifact mana, but like, you know, we have off-color signets and stuff like that. We could really build our deck in such a way that we could cast, you know, reasonably activate Golos. Oh, baby, Metalworker. Okay, now we're definitely rewarded for. So let's see, Arid Mesa. It does get the Badlands, so it does get black. This does get black. I think Repeal is good enough that we don't necessarily want the Arid Mesa. If that was a blue or black fetch, Plow Under. I'll just take Basalt Monolith. I think that's fits our deck the best here. The sad part is that some of the big payoffs, like I didn't take Mere Battlesphere and I didn't take the thing, but like Metalworker makes this Ulamog very castable. I don't think we'll play Lotus Petal, but we're gonna take it. We gonna take it. Yeah, we're base Sultai. I think this Pulse is definitely playable. I think this Reclamation Sage could even make it in our deck even. So I have a green, blue, black, red. And then now we do need to get a white source for this Golos. I really like Shark Typhoon in this style of the deck, or at least I'm curious to see, because it turns this stuff into like kind of a decent draw. I'm gonna grab Devoted Druid because we do have green in our deck. I don't know if we're gonna have enough green to want to like put that 2-drop in our deck, but I mean we do have some green in our deck right now. Oh, Swag Tusk for the sideboard I do like a lot. Right now I could even have it in the main. Because like we have enough fixing to where we could play this card. And it would be decent because Mana Crypt damages us. You know, Toxic Deluge damages us. Yeah, that's actually... Oh yeah, Shark Typhoon is gas. Shark Typhoon is fantastic. One of the best control finishers in a while. It just does everything you want. It can cycle itself early, so you don't get stuck with them. And then, like, sometimes it just makes a 2-2, and that's what you need, and draws a card, and that's exactly what you're looking for. And sometimes it's 6 mana, just Oh my goodness. I'm just every spell I cast for the rest of the game is gonna make a shark that flies. And it's gonna be big. And it's gonna be game over. So yeah. Yep. I'm liking this deck after the end of the 2 packs here. Let's hope pack 3 is good for us. Oh baby. Mox Sapphire. Yes, please. Yes, please, darling. Man, I would like this Remand, or this Windswept Heath, or this Godless Shrine. Even this Duress, maybe. But that pales in comparison to the Mox Sapphire. I don't think I have enough creatures to make Yawgmoth good. You have one or had one? Ugh, Sag. I wish I was the friend you gave a Mox Ruby to. Alright. Here we go. Here we go, fam. This pick is tough. Because you see, I want this Bayou. But Fixarian Metamorph is also quite solid in this deck. I think I'm going to take the Metamorph. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? That's totally fine then. That's totes fine. Alright, I'm going to take this Metamorph. Mystic Confluence. Mystic Confluence versus Ancient Tomb. Versus Hangerback Walker versus Pestermite versus Nature's Claim. I think I'm taking Mystic Confluence. I think that card is just gasoline. Is this a workshop deck? Consecrated Sphinx, also very solid. Man. I don't think I have enough artifacts that are expensive enough to make workshop worth it. So it's between Consecrated Sphinx, Watery Grave, and Ponder. I think I'm going to take Watery Grave. Who am I kidding? I'm taking Consecrated Sphinx. My mana's pretty good as is. Like, most of my colors are colorless, and I have an on-color Mox, and I have on-color Signets. Probably not playing this. Huh. Oh, Urza. Oh, yeah. Easy Urza. Easy Urza. Easy Urza, Lord High Artificer. Absolutely fantastic. Like, I'm gonna board Toxic Deluge and just bring it in when it's good. And just stick to, like, sweet stuff. Sweet stuff and things. So Taiga versus, I'll take the Rakdos Signet here. Pretty easy Signet. I wonder if I'm supposed to cut this Basalt Monolith too. Just because, like, all my other stuff is good. Okay, so if we move the lands to the sideboard, I could cast this, I guess, but I think I'm just gonna take commit memory. Yorion. Yorion versus Brawl versus what's this? I don't know what that is. Okay, I think I'll take Yorion, but I'm not really like a good Yorion deck. I guess I'll take Trigon Predator, because that could be good in certain matchups. Ooh, the Godless Shrine came back. So that's exactly what we're looking for. That lets us kind of play white for this Golos, but have that be a swamp. Do I want... I'll take Yawgmoth. I guess there's a world where you play Yawgmoth. I'm really comfortable with this being my 24 cards in my deck. I have answers to, a good amount of permanent types. I have a decent amount of fast mana. I have powerful endgames. I definitely have the fast, powerful mana to actually cast this 10 drop, so I do want it in my deck, because I think it is powerful enough. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 artifacts in my deck. So I definitely think that, you know... So I definitely think that that's on the menu. Natural Order is not, but I'll probably put the Blooming Marsh in my deck, if we're being honest with one. Maybe not. Maybe I won't, because I'm... Turnabout, okay. So I like this as my main deck. A lot of powerful cards to play. As far as the lands go, I'm going to go Verdant, Hissing, Godless, Dark Slick, Breeding Pool, Botanical Sanctum, Blooming Marsh. We got enough green cards, that's fine. And then I'll play the Badlands too. You can't play this format on MTG Online, or on MTG Arena. You literally can't. It's Vintage Cube. So, I do want a single forest. But other than that, we're good. But other than that, most of the time if I've streamed Magic, I would stream Magic on MTG Arena. But since this is Vintage Cube, I'm playing it on Magic Online. Alright, let's get into the save and continue. Let's do it. This deck is sick. This deck is just really fun. I'm not... Like, this deck is definitely more powerful than the 3-0 deck that I had today when I played earlier off stream. But it definitely is sweet when you first pick Sol Ring, second pick Mana Crypt. I think there's just a lot of people online right now that are just shying away from cool decks like this one because the aggressive, like, streamlined decks are so sweet. Like, your mono whites and mono white and mono red aggro are so sweet. And, like, there are some people that I know that just simply do not play blue in Vintage Cube because they feel it's the best color and it's so overdrafted that they just won't. But, like, I mean, I ended up in blue, but really we're an artifact deck at our core here. In reality, we're just an artifact deck that just happened to get some powerful blue cards in the form of Repeal and Mystic Confluence and Commit Memory and Consecrated Sphinx. And I mean, we got a couple of stinkers in our main deck, but I think that they fit in the overall arcing theme of our deck, where we have Thragtusk in our deck because Mana Crypt and our fetch land and our couple shock lands that we got are going to be dealing us some damage. We're kind of a slower, rampy type deck. We could get beaten down by mono white and need that 5 life. And, yeah. And also just, I mean, it's resilient to spot removal too. You got to win with something. So, and, yeah. Cool. Let's get into the first game. We lost the die roll. That's a rough beat, but oh, we drew turn 1 Soul Ring, turn 2 Urza Lord High Artificer. I'm in, baby. I'm in. so this hand doesn't look like it does much, but it does, and it's got good draws too. So basically, draw just about anything. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna keep any hand with a Soul Ring in it. So yeah, Rift Sower. That's a pretty good one. Ooh, there's a Phyrexian Metamorph. Would like to play a Soul Ring. So it looks like the opponent is in a green deck that is looking to use some Mana Dorks to ramp. Oh, wow. Mana Crypt? Okay. Opponent did not play a land. We'll play Urza. So I could tap. So they missed a land drop. So, like, I think I'm going to go Mana Crypt. Tap. Tap. Play Phyrexian Metamorph. Copy. Soul Ring. And my turn. Alright, so they're gonna get another land here. A Theomancer, okay. Sure. Alright. If anybody's watching, heads or tails? If no one says anything, I'm gonna go tails, never fails. Ah, it failed. Alright, so I'm just gonna spin it to win it, baby. Just hit 2 lands. That's amazing. all this great stuff I could hit off the top of my deck, and I just hit 2 lands. Man, I can't believe I'm gonna lose this game. I could have casted 2 free spells that turn, and instead of 2 free spells, I just got nothing. So, yeah, that's pretty disgusting. If they kill my Urza, I'm just dead. Can't do anything. Rotting Regisaur. Okay. Alright, tails never fails. Although, except for when it does. Oh, yeah, well, just lost all flips. Alright, well, I mean... Well... Well, I mean... That's a solid magic card right there. As far as cards that we wanted to hit, that's one of them. So we probably need to block this Rotting Regisaur. Or we risk dying. We'll probably go ahead and block it with our Construct. Yes, I would like to draw 2 cards. Holy smokes. We are just... Let's put that there. Alright, so... Pack Rat, okay. Alright, so this opponent's just playing a generic creature style deck. Well, only losses. Spin the wheel, baby. That's a good one. That's a good one. I could activate Urza again here. Could make another shark as well. So what am I supposed to do? Alright, I'm just gonna... Just gonna go ahead and make another shark. And then pass the turn. What do they got? Oh, they're gonna make a pack rat. I don't think I can attack with my Consecrated Sphinx just yet. Alright, so they gotta discard this card, but they just discarded it? They didn't make a pack rat. Okay. Maelstrom Pulse. That's a really good card. Gonti, also very good. Okay. So this is excellent. This is an excellent draws. So we don't have to deal with the pack rat. Opponent is just going in hard. Okay. So we do have to be quite careful not to die to pack rats here. They can only make one pack rat, but we could die to... We're going to end up dying to Mana Crypt here, I think. Or die to a pump spell, rather, I guess. Oh, they're going to make a pack rat, of course. That makes sense. Beginning of my upkeep. So I can't, there's no way I can respond to this. So I'm just going to click Tails and hope I don't die. Ah, I died. That sucks. Mana Crypt has a real drawback. So. I want my sweepers. Whew, that was a tough game. Just missing on, my Urza spins was tough. Just, yeah, just didn't get there. My hand was very good. But despite... We can do better than that hand. Okay, I mean, I obviously keep this hand. What do I do here? want to put Metal Worker on the bottom. I'm going to put Metal Worker on the bottom. And then I'm just going to go Hissing Quagmire tapped, Mana Crypt, Soul Ring, pass. And then I'm going to go Island, Cycle, Shark Typhoon. Unless I draw another island. If I draw another island, I'm just going to cast Shark Typhoon. Because now I can go cast Dimir Signet, have Mana Confluence up, draw 3 cards, and just power my... Yeah, that's fine. If I draw an island, I'm just in Saint shape too. 2, 4, 6. So I get to make a shark here. And then... So I'm going to draw 2 cards and return the pack rat to my owner's hand and make a 5/5 flyer. Cool. And I can't die off my Mana Crypt now because I can repeal it back to my hand for 1 mana. So, sweet game. Nice game, opponent. Actually, too, I can just... If I really want to, I can just repeal the pack rat. Wow, I want to flip? Holy smokes. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I almost have enough. Wait, can I cast this? If I would have got that back, because I could float 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could have cast Ulamog this turn. I messed up. Oh well. We'll just repeal that. Make a shark. And just go hard. Cool. If Cran is watching, he's loving this Shark Typhoon. Just crush my opponent here. Yeah, that's... You got it, man. Yeah, you get to kill my 3/3 Shark. That's cool. Cool story. Tails never fails. Oh. Ha, Thragtusk. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cast Ulamog. Target this. Target my Mana Crypt. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're done. We're done here. We're done here. We're done here. Turn 2 Shark Typhoon got there that time. I would have won both games if I hadn't died to my Mana Crypt that one game. Alright, so we forced a game 3. Okay. This hand is an interesting one. This hand's a little slower, but it's got sweepers, and it's got removal spells, which I think this hand is not the most powerful hand in the game, but I think that on the draw, I think that it lines up well enough. Go ahead and just repeal the token. Okay, well, Shark Typhoon. Shark Typhoon at least makes it so I can draw an additional card. Alright, so the opponent makes a food. I'll put my Quagmire in tapped. So now I have some sweepers. Ophiomancer. So I think this is a good Toxic Deluge for 2. I think. Metamorph. So I think this is it's a good little 2-for-1. It's a good little 2-for-1. Next turn, if we don't miss our land drop, we can cycle our Shark Typhoon for 1 and play it. Okay, we drew our land. So now we can just pass the turn back to our opponent. Verdant Catacombs is a really great draw, too, because like it lets us get our second blue because we have Breeding Pool in our deck. Alright. Fetch. I just want to keep hitting land drops. So we're going to go ahead and cycle our Shark Typhoon. Oof. I think because I have the Damnation, that I'm kind of good to just go Rakdos Signet into Worn Power Stone. Because, like, if they play a big creature or whatever, I have Damnation. I have Maelstrom Pulse. If they play a non-creature threat, I think I'm good to just develop my mana this turn. Elder Gargaroth. Okay, that's a really good Maelstrom Pulse target, actually. Actually, oh baby. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go Worn Power Stone. We're going to play Fixarian Metamorph. And we would love a copy of that. And then I would like to Maelstrom Pulse it. Oh, I screwed up. That was really bad. Oh my gosh, I'm dumb. I am dumb. I just threw this game. They have the same name. I threw. I messed up. This is going to be on YouTube. Me just throwing 2 cards in my entire turn away for no reason. Ugh, and now I'm going to get destroyed by Nissa. That's super brutal. Ugh. Wow. Oof. Thragtusk ain't bad. So I don't have enough mana. shouldn't have done that. Alright. I have the Mystic Confluence, so I'm going to take 6, go to 4 here. Alright. That lets my opponent know what's in my hand, but it doesn't actually do anything. Gosh, that Pulse Metamorph play was just awful. Ugh. Alright, so Mystic Confluence, interestingly enough, could allow me to bounce both of their forests in combat, which would be quite interesting for both their lands, if I wanted. Okay. Alright. I think this is the right play. Because now they don't get that activation, and they don't get the mana. So I'm going to go to 7. Liliana of the Veil. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's fine with me. Soul Ring, that's a good draw. Good draw. Gives me some mana, which is nice. So where they can attack this Lily down? No, because Damnation's black, and if I attack with Hissing Quagmire, I won't have enough. So I think my best play is to play Swag. Play Swag. Maybe I was supposed to play Damnation in no, because I want to protect my Mystic Confluence. Liliana's a strange card here. It's good in this spot, but it's strange. If I get himmed or something, that could be disgusting. Okay. Huh. Ewit. Well, good news is they got mostly Inquisition. Okay. Well, at least the opponent's throwing it back, punting it back to me a little bit. Alright, I think I have to keep Mystic Confluence. Oh, so they just plan on discarding Inquisition. I guess that's fine. Okay. So, if I go green, so I need 2 blue. If I go black, red, green, I can animate this. I can go to combat, go to attacks, and I can get this Lily down. Creature lands are so powerful. Like, look at this. And I have Mystic Confluence up here. Cool. Lily down. Play out this Badlands. It's important in case I get Golos. Alright, so the opponent's in a little bit of a squeeze here. Because they can attack me for 5. But I have this Mystic Confluence. And if they attack me for 5 and play nothing, I'm just going to draw 3. And my deck is full of powerful cards. So... Alright. I could return my Thragtusk. Let's do that. Because I could use the health. Spell. Creature. Because I get it. Oh yeah, I get a 3/3 too. That's awesome. That's okay. Golos. Yeah, baby. Swag. Golos. Just grab a Darklick Shores. Get in there with my beast. Alright. So despite my best efforts to lose this game, we're looking like we're in a pretty good spot. Rude. Pulsed my Golos. Super rude. We drew a swamp. So we'll just play it. And we'll go blue, 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 and blue. And we'll just draw 7. Start this game over a little bit here. Shark Typhoon. How do you do, buddy boo? I think we're on this plan where I just go... Where I just go... Metamorph my Thragtusk? Give me 5 extra health? Me drawing 7 there. Yeah, you can Inquisition me, that's fine. You can take Metalworker or Rex Sage or whatever. I drew a lot of lands actually, but like I have an absolutely colossal Shark Typhoon Flyer next turn. That's just gonna win me this game in short order. So my deck being powerful is seemingly going to bail me out here, despite my best efforts at throwing this game away. Alright, opponent plays a Hissing Quagmire. Okay. Devoted Druid. That's fine. I don't want to F6 here. I am running a little bit low on time, but at the same time, that doesn't really matter to me that much. I don't really feel like playing Mana Crypt is something that I really need to do. There's no sense in... I'm not going to use the mana. I have infinite mana, basically. I'm just going to attack for lethal here. My opponent has to make some sort of block. And then I'm just going to, you know, hold up Shark Typhoon, cycle, and just make a giant flying shark on top of my opponent having to deal with the Thragtusks that are in play. Oh. Huh. Okay. You did it, opponent. Hey, by the way, opponent, like... I still have creatures. Well, I guess they could have a Fatal Push or something. No. I would like to make two... They Wrathed and I still have lethal. That's funny. Yeah, Inquisition me. Sure. Big shark, baby. Big shark, no whammies. I would make... I would like to make a 13/13 shark, please. Are we done here? Opponent's saying sweat. Are we done here? Alright, opponent. Are we done here? Or are we at the point where I have to wait 10 minutes because you're salty that I played poorly? Which I fully admit to I made mistakes. I didn't read my cards when I, you know, had when I made the stupid play with um the other thing. So okay, cool. How's chat doing? Anybody up in chat hanging out? As my opponent just refuses to concede. I'm not going to be the first one to say GG's or respond to their SWWET, which I don't know what that means. But, I mean, my opponent could have answers here. So, like, they could have, I think, Slaughter Packs in the cube. Not actually sure if Slaughter Packs in the cube. So, there are free removal spells that they could play. Solitude, I think, is in the cube or whatever, but it looks like the opponent is going to allow us to time out, allow themselves to time out instead of actually just conceding the game and moving on with their life. Because, I mean, like I said, I get it. The opponent's frustrated. We played poorly and are likely going to win this game anyway, despite playing poorly. Because our deck bailed us out. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. That's Magic sometimes. I've lost games that I've played, you know, quote unquote perfectly. I'm sure there was probably something that I could have done better, or you know, or something like that. And like in this example here, I'm likely going to win the game, and I didn't. I didn't play perfectly. I in fact, fully admittingly, I played kind of bad. You know, I didn't read Maelstrom Pulse, and I metamorphed the thing and tried to, you know, ended up throwing my whole turn away and getting the thing. But, so that part kind of stinks. If you're watching this on YouTube, just go ahead and skip ahead a few seconds. I don't think I'll edit this out, but um, um, but yeah, I'm just getting some lemonade while I, you know, watch my opponent's clock go down. Not super excited. I While I can empathize with the opponent's frustration, I don't recommend that you do this to anyone ever. So let's actually take this to Twitter.
You're streaming, right?
Mm-hmm. I am streaming, and I'm likely going to win this game, but because I made a mistake in the game that cost me a lot of value, I think my opponent is a little frustrated and typed that in chat, and then
Type what in chat?
he typed the word, I assume, sweet in chat, and then now is gonna, you know, let me wait for 6 minutes while they time out.
What?
Yep, I'm just gonna let me, because they lost. They're upset, so they just got up and walked away from their computer. I'm not sure why. I mean, I had made a mistake earlier in the game where I made a copy of their creature, and then I played a card that destroys all creatures with the same name as that creature and killed both of them. So I threw two of my cards away for no and my whole turn for basically no reason, and then I'm still gonna end up winning the game anyway.
Oh, so he's.
I mean, I agree. I can empathize with the frustration of losing a game where the opponent made an egregious error.
Yeah, and still won.
And
you do complain about that.
yeah. But yes, I do complain that sometimes I lose games where I feel like I have played better than my opponent, or I feel like my opponent has played poorly, but I don't do this.
No, you just rage quit.
I just concede.
You just rage quit.
I rage quit. I don't make anybody feel bad. I don't take my frustration out.
Nope.
Just quit. I'm done. This person is caught in the Shark Typhoon, apparently. At the same time, I could just concede and move on, but I feel like that rewards this behavior. It's like giving in to a child that's throwing a tantrum. They think the tantrum was warranted. All right, Magic Online said that that person has been inactive for too long. So now we can begin the second match. Against 2 nickels, we have lost the die roll. We're gonna keep as we have Soul Ring. I mean, that's good enough right there. We do have a blue source. Kythian. Okay. Yeah, there's that. And here's this. I do want to play out this Soul Ring this turn, because then I can go Verdant Catacombs, fetch... I can go Verdant Catacombs, fetch Breeding Pool, play Urza. Yep, and my opponent is going to play a little bit of aggro here. Golgari Signet. Okay, so we're going to play Verdant Catacombs. We are going to fetch Breeding Pool. We're going to pay our 2 life. Take our little bit of damage here, and we're going to play Urza Lord High Artificer. Pass back. Two color aggro is a little uncommon in the Vintage Cube. Like true 2 color aggro. Usually it's monocolor, but maybe you splash. Robber of the Rich seems like a sweet card though, because you could hit Moxen, you could hit a lot of cheap cards. Hopefully this opponent plays a sword or something so we can get him. I wonder if I block this Kythian or not. Oh, Maelstrom Pulse. That's super rude. Well, I definitely want to block now. Because I'm going to get my Urza pulsed here. Yep. Oh, they're pulsing my Soul Ring. That is actually okay with me. I am actually okay with that. I would have chosen for them to pulse my Soul Ring. Okay. Non-creature spells cost 1 more cast. That's a creature, though. I am going to take a 2 beat here to 11. Just gonna... I think I will block... Oh, wow. No block. No attack with the Vernwing Mirror? Interesting. Okay, so we're definitely going to bring in our sweepers. Alright, so 1. Alright, we'll just mind twist that person. I do not know if this game is winnable or not. Again, do not know. Especially since my opponent drew a very good card. Although, can only attack me for 2 here. So, Mana Crypt is not a card that I'm going to play. So I'm going to go to 10. And I'm going to draw a bunch of cards. Thragtusk isn't an out, and they got rid of my Maelstrom Pulse. So that is going to spell a little bit of trouble, so we're not quite out of the woods yet. Repeal. Repeal is an excellent draw. Bomat Courier. Pumping up their figure a little bit here. Yep, I kind of figured we would see a push of all of the effects here. Alright. I definitely... Unfortunately, this has Menace, so blocking it is kind of bad. So what I think I'm going to do is block the Flyer and block Kythian and take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ugh, kind of sucks, but I think it's correct in this particular spot. My reasoning for that is I go to 2. But I have Repeal. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to repeal this. And then hopefully draw Thragtusk. If I don't draw Thragtusk, I'm going to play Reclamation Sage, kill Bomat Courier. They're probably just going to draw Burn Spell and kill me, but... Okay, so we've permanently gotten rid of the Rampaging Ferocidon. It will not be coming back down. And they drew a Burn Spell and killed me anyway. Man, I would have drawn Gun Electra Archmage. I might have won that game. Alright, well. I actually like Pyroclasm and Damnation here, but I like Toxic Deluge a little bit less. This hand is fine. I hate this, but I cannot let that Ragavan hit me. It's just too much advantage. I think I could win this game if I... It sucks taking the 1-for-1 there, especially when they have Stoneforge. Wow. Sword of Feast and Famine. Interesting. Alright, well. Let's hope Golos can bring this one home. Let's hope Golos can bring this one home. Batterskull. No, just a sword. I do have enough to activate Golos on my turn. Kythian. Interesting. Ferocidon. Okay. So do I play Consecrated Sphinx or do I just activate Golos? Probably just going to activate Golos, right? Could hit Damnation. Could hit Urza, Thragtusk, Mystic Confluence, Shark Typhoon, Gonti. All of these cards would be quite good. Pulse, Reclamation Stage. All of it would be solid. Okay. Just going to activate our friend Golos here. Activating Golos is sweet. I mean, yeah, just got mana. Gross. I'm dead. That's not true. I could draw a Damnation. Yeah, it would be nice if I draw Damnation. Damnation off the top one time. Maelstrom Pulse. Interesting. activate Golos. Gross. Good games. Good beats, opponent. Yeah, I had lots of really good hits off those Goloses, and I just didn't get there. Alright, let's hope we, let's hope we can, salvage a 2-1 out of this. Won the first one. Got beat up pretty bad in the second one. Lost all 3 die rolls, but we draw on Soul Rings. So that's pretty good. Huh. It's a pretty good start. We're going to hope my opponent kills the Metalworker, actually, just because of the fact that, like... Oh, they're playing Reanimate. They're on a Reanimator strategy. Alright, Tails always fails. Oh, no, it never fails. Tails never fails. Alright. Swaggins. We don't have blue mana. That's kind of a problem here. But... it's kind of an issue. Well, we probably did. Yep. Phew. Alright, Tails never fails. Oh, got there. Oh, Warren Power Stone, not exactly what I was looking for, but... Alright. So as long as they don't have a way to get back their guy again, I might be okay. If they have another way to get that back, we in trouble, fam. Oh, man. Little did the opponent know that I actually need a blue source. I wonder why they would kill Blooming Marsh rather than... What a weird game. Tails never fails. Yeah! Get there. Tails all day. Oh, I can cast the draw 7 now. I'm thinking about it, actually. I'm thinking about just casting the... Discard the hand, draw 7. I'm going to wait a turn. I'm going to wait a turn and just repeal the Una's Prowler. Or whatever they put on boards. That way I can... It does mean that I have to take 3 damage here. But... What you got? Oh. Ha! Eat that there, buddy. Yeah. Wow. Exhume. Gross. Should have cast my thing. I should have cast my thing. Now I'm dead. Alright, cast memory. Draw cards I can't play. Cool. Dead. Dang, man, I didn't think this deck was like... Just take an L, but... Looks like that's where we're at, man. I think I like Opposition Agent. I don't think I want the Rex Sage. I think I do want Grist. I think Damnation is probably fine. Metalworker out. Cement deck. Keep. Turn 1. Mana Crypt. Island. Worn Power Stone. We ramping. Tails never fails. I failed that time. Ah, Verdant Catacombs. That's a nice pickup. I don't really want to exposed Grist. Cast Entomb. Dang it. Oh, if I... Cast Opposition Agent. They could take Grist. But I don't know how wise that is. They did. It's not what I really wanted, but... Dang it. Stupid Mana Crypt. Gonti, Lord of Luxury. Oh, jeez. I can actually just cast that if I really want. They may kill it, they may not. That's cool. Tails never fails. Alrighty, so we're looking like we're aggroing. We can cast a Soldred if we want. We don't have to. Okay. The opponent is hurting a little bit here. Whew. Hmm. Our opponent's Valky Blunder. Man, it's hard to mulligan a hand with the Soul Ring, but I think this particular hand is just not... There we go, this hand's much better. Thoughtseize. Yep, there goes my Soul Ring. Metamorph is particularly good against their deck too, though. So. It does reveal information, but that comes into play tapped. And so I definitely just want to get that down. Also, it's black. We could draw Grist. We could draw something else better. That's good. Opposition Agent. Something of that sort. Repeal is a nice little pickup. Could help us against an animate dead or what have you. That's kind of poopy. I think I'm going to pitch Consecrated Sphinx here. Reason being is that Urza. So that's a good one. Reason being is if they exhume, a little bit tougher of a time. So I just pitch this repeal. Well, I ain't gonna have a choice now. It's getting inkied. Wow, my opponent is just like, yeah, just gonna make you discard all your cards now. They don't really have much going on either, though. And if they plus, they lose their last card. So, I guess I just pitch the Metamorph. So now we're top decking, but I have an Urza. So if they neg, do I sack Urza or the Construct? Wow. Alright. Can I draw an artifact? Ah, yeah, baby. Nice. Grist me, baby. Grist the tide. Huh. Oh, yeah. Gonti. I would like to take a Golgari Signet. Whew. Golos. It's a pretty good one. Alright, this is sweet. Turn them sideways. Is this a massacre one? They do have an Archon of Cruelty. Wait, what? Yeah. Finished out at 2-1. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to thank you. I appreciate you. Big shout out to those watching on the YouTubes. Thanks for Cranberry Pudding and anybody else in chat hanging out. That was a fun little vintage cube draft. A little bit of a roller coaster. We won some, we lost some. But until next time, thank you. Have a good night, everybody.